Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Family members of the OFWs who died in the war between Israel and Hamas are calling on Malacanang for help. Rainiel Pawid with the report.
Manibela still in disbelief after Philippine officials confirmed that her younger sister Loretta is the third Filipino casualty in the Israel-Hamas conflict. 49-year-old Loretta is a caregiver in Tel Aviv and a native of Cadiz City, Negros Occidental. The Philippine Embassy in Israel has yet to release details of Loretta's death. For now, the family's only request is for Loretta's body to be sent home.
Gusto ko din nga magpuli ang akon utod nga buo kay biskan.
Sana po makauwi po ng Pilipinas na buo yung katawan ng kapatid ko. Kahit man lang masilayan lang namin yung katawan niya. Nananawagan din po kami kay President PBBM na sana matulungan kaming pamilya ng nasawi sa Israel.
Meanwhile, the search continues for another Filipina who has been missing for 10 days. Last October 7th, Karina talked to her 60-year-old aunt Nora Babadilla over plans for the weekend. Nora is already an Israeli resident and lives in Tel Aviv with her Israeli partner. A day before the war started, Nora traveled to Kibbutz Nirim to attend a birthday party.
Dapat po ay kasama ako noon, Friday ng hapon. Niyaya niya ako na sumama sa kanit dahil may party nga po doon. Hindi lang po ako sumama dahil may imbitado rin ako ng kaibigan ko din sa Ashkelon. Kaya hindi po ako sumama sa kanya. Tapos hindi rin din po ako nagpunta sa Ashkelon dahil nag-50-50 ang desisyon ko yung pala may mangyayaring masama.
The last message Karina received from her aunt was a notice that they are hearing explosions in the area.
Sumugod na nga, parang nagkahiwa-hiwalay. Eh siya po'y nakatago sa kanilang sa aparador. Ay nabaril po yung asawa at anak niya. Kitang-kita niya. Tapos sabi, may nagpunto po na may isang Israeling dinampot. Tapos yung nagtago ay pinaputokan din daw ng baril yung kwarto. Hindi kami nag-iisip na sila iyon o ano man. Kasi wala namang pangalan.
Karina is still waiting for updates on her aunt's whereabouts. The only confirmation they got from authorities was that Nora's partner was found dead. Meanwhile, 45 pilgrims from Pampanga returned safely to the Philippines this Sunday. They flew for a pilgrimage to Jerusalem last October 2nd and saw firsthand how the war began.
Actually, we're having mass at the church sa Gethsemane garden, the Garden of Gethsemane. Nung nakita namin yung mga missiles flying, no? Siyempre, takot din yung iba sa amin.
The Department of Foreign Affairs is now working on the repatriation of Filipinos in Gaza, while OWA is handling the repatriation of the remains of the Filipino fatalities in Israel. The agency says it may take a week before the bodies are flown back to the Philippines. Rainiel Pawid, We Are One News.
Authorities are now working with the government of Egypt to allow the safe passage of refugees from Gaza, including Filipinos who were caught in the conflict. Israeli forces are implementing strict border controls along the Gaza Strip in order to contain Hamas militants. Many Palestinians and some 78 Filipino nationals have gone to the Rafah border between Gaza and Egypt, which is seen as the only safe passageway available. The Philippine government is just waiting for the humanitarian passage permit issued by the government of Egypt before it can start repatriating Filipino nationals.
Kausap nila ang Israel and Egypt na magkaroon ng humanitarian passage and then tanggapin sa Egypt. And as soon as makarating na yan ng Egypt, mailalabas na natin sila. Or if there are other passages that will be possible para daanan ng mga kababayan natin, makalabas naman yan ng Israel, makakakuha na. Flight na lang ang pag-uusapan.
In other news, President Bongbong Marcos is set to visit Saudi Arabia on Thursday. The Foreign Affairs Department said Marcos Jr. will engage in talks to lower the prices of petroleum products. The president will also tackle food and energy security with heads of ASEAN states and leaders of the Middle East. The DFA added that Marcos Jr. may have a chance to have bilateral meetings with the presidents of Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. The Department of Information and Communications Technology believes local actors are responsible for the website hacking of the House of Representatives. The ICT Assistant Secretary Aboy Paraiso tells a big story that these local hackers may just want their 15 seconds of fame. He adds that the cyber attack was not as sophisticated and dangerous as that of PhilHealth's. Still, the department is not discounting the possibility of a more elaborate scheme connecting these recent cyber attacks, which is why they are asking for additional funds to beef up cybersecurity. The ICT's budget for cybersecurity was slashed in half to 300 million pesos in the 2024 budget bill.
The motive really is to gain their 15 seconds of fame, really, because of they identified themselves by their pseudonyms. They defaced, and they were sort of bragging about their capability to hack government agencies. We really need the full support of everyone involved, especially that we are not only undermanned, but we don't have the necessary tools to address these challenges.
Transport group Manibela will allow its members to ply the roads this morning following a strike on Monday. Mara Obiena told Radio 5 that transport leaders are scheduled to meet at 8 a.m. today. Manibela staged a transport strike on Monday in protest against the December deadline of the PUV modernization program. When asked if it paralyzed the transport system or not, here's what officials had to say.
Kung ang purpose po ng strike ay i-paralyze yung public transportation, well, nabigo po sila. Pero kung ang purpose po nila ay mapansin, siguro po nagtagumpay sila doon sa ganoong aspeto.
Unang-una, yung nag-suspend ka, ano pa yung ipaparalyze namin? Tapos naglibreng sakay ka pa. Hindi ho ba katangahan to? May kumita na naman ho ba rito? Kurap talaga kayo.
Filipino pole vault star Obiena and his team are exploring options amid a doping accusation. Last Friday, Obiena got attacked on a pole vault page on Facebook, but it did not come from a random troll or an anonymous account. It came from Anais Lavleni, the wife of 2012 London Olympics gold medalist Renaud Lavleni, accused Obiena of doping. The Bras Lavleni was referring to was Thiago Bras da Silva, the 2016 Rio Olympics gold medalist who trained with Obiena under mentor Vitaly Petrov. Bras was slapped with a suspension last July after testing positive for a banned substance. In his own post, Obiena vehemently denied the accusation, noting his disappointment and anger over the matter. Obiena says his team is now exploring their options, including legal ones, to address the issue. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.